What's going on, guys? SirWayne here, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm gonna just talk a little bit of nonsense, a little bit of tips. So just early on, this is like a really just a Clash of Nations, so it's a very beginner map friendly. I usually don't play these, but I'm waiting on the Swift Strikes to start, and I didn't want to start a big map and not be able to do like 2 to 4 Swift Strikes at a time, so that'd be crazy like that. But anyway, so decided to do this because I don't have to pay a lot of attention to this. But a couple little tips, especially if you're new. You don't have your troops come at somebody that's stacked, like this. You don't have your troops stacked. Stack your troops like his is. See how his troops are stacked? This guy can say goodbye, even though he's got more troops. Like, he can say goodbye because he's going to kill all of them off. It's going to be really bad. And that's just kind of like a thing off the top of my head. But what I wanted to get into was placing your troops early on. And this doesn't really happen after a while, but early on during your very beginning stages of the game. This is day 1, so very, very useful tips. Like, don't have your troops way out here. Okay, all right, so you got a 4 stack here and a 2 stack here. Why not have, instead of a 4 here and a 2 here, why not have like a 6 like right here? Okay, because if you have a 6 right here, then it's way better than a 4 too, because really what you want to protect is your cities, right? So if you have 6 here, you can better protect these cities. This right here, these other zones here, early on, there's nothing in these zones or anything like that, but it's a buffer state. Like, you're not going to build anything in these outer territories, right? So these are all territories. So just bring your troops in. I understand, like pulling them in, bringing a city, or using a city, but like right here, like, okay, so he could get, like, there's no, for example, here, like, he's got a 2 stack here. Why? I don't understand why. A battleship can come in and bombard it, right? No, it's not connected to the water. Okay, so why is it there? I don't know. It's too early for paratroopers, so like there's no reason for him to have that there. So that's just a waste. That's probably another tip. I see a lot of players, even not necessarily brand new, just not using your troops. Think, how do I use my troops? How do I need to use my troops? How to get all of them, using all of them. You don't want stationary troops. Unless they're, they need, everything needs to serve a purpose. The second thing I want to talk about, or technically third at this point, but I want to talk about the map in general. Like, I wanted to talk about like the terrain, but most importantly, these little lines where your troops will navigate through. See that little line that they go through? Obviously they go through all that line. But I started looking at like some of the, the updates on the maps and stuff, noticing the changes and things of that nature. And I've also been playing as Pan Asia too, so I've really been focusing on these terrain icons, and I feel like and as well as axes, but use it as well, of course, because you use a lot of panzer units and stuff, or I do anyway. So you really want speed, and especially at Pan Asia. So like, you want these land units, and you're really taking into consideration, think, what do you know, like force, for example. Force is gonna, it's gonna, tank destroyers are not, you're not gonna be able to see tank destroyers or anti-tank guns, things of that nature. They're gonna be hidden, unless you have, of course, scouting. So, take that into consideration. Militia is gonna get a defensive boost here. And I think they're invisible in this stupid thing too. Militia is the most obnoxious thing ever. You can't see things. I hate militia. If you're that guy that makes one militia and sends it into somebody's territory and does that, dude, that's not cool, bro. I had a common turn player do that in the last game. So annoying. And I'm like, thank goodness I run motorized uh, motorized infantry. There's the word, motorized infantry, because they can see everything. They have their own recon, right? So I was just able to obliterate them, and they're the fastest unit in the game. But I wanted to, like for example, like if you see common turn, well, this is communist Russia, common turn Russia. So you see he has like two different ways to come in. Like he can come in through the forest way, but his best chance would be coming through this way, coming straight through the plains and hitting Kharkiv. There we go. I'll get the words right eventually. But I was just like, just seeing how fast, they could move through here, and think about that when you're invading somebody. Like how fast could you, what's the best route I can go when I'm invading somebody? And also think about that in your defense. Like if you have like anti-tank guns and stuff, you want to put them in forests and things of that nature. If you got tanks, fast units, you want to put those more in your planes, because you also get a boost in strength as well as your speed. So, well, you don't get this. Did you get the speed boost? No. I'm drawing blind here, or blank. Yeah, you get a little 25% boost. Okay. So I'm just thinking of different strategies, bringing them in, and just thinking of them. I was really on the last map. I was up all night and up pretty much all day. I've had about 3 hours of sleep trying to win that game. So running on fumes here, but I know I needing to get a video out, but I've just been so busy on this map. I mean, I'm talking about like just on it all day long, like watching movies or whatever, but like switching back and forth to this game. So like but I'm trying to get you guys some videos out and stuff. So I'm also working on trying to watch some of my old videos and commentate on them, but unfortunately I haven't been able to get them to play on the YouTube where I could hear the sound while my mic's hooked up. So I'm not sure if I'll have to play it on my phone or what I'll have to do, but I'll try to figure it out and get that out to you. But anyways, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe.